Hello and good day. Today, I'd like to talk to you about this. This is the Edifier Bluetooth speaker. Now, this little speaker is pretty cool in a way. It's not that unique from some of these other little portable personal speakers. You do get a nice little ring here with a clip right there. And what you can do with that is like you can hook it up to your maybe like your belt loop. If you got a backpack on, you can put it against one of the straps. Maybe if you have a lanyard, you can wear it on your lanyard, something of that nature. On the back, this little gray ring here, it's kind of like a sticky, if you will, silicone rubber. So if you were to place it on a desk, flat, when you're playing the music, and due to like the vibrations of the music, it's not really going to bounce around, so that'll keep it in place. On either side, you're going to see like here, right around here is a minus, and right around there is a plus sign. That is the track skips. Long press gives it skips your tracks, okay? On the bottom, not sure if the camera will pick it up, but right around there is the power button. And under right here to this little dot is the microphone. Right here in this flap, if you were to open it up, is the charging port, which is micro USB. And also the other port right there is a micro SD card. So you really don't even need a Bluetooth device, such as your phone or tablet, to play music through this. You can transfer all of your music or podcasts or audiobooks onto an SD card, put the SD card in the speaker, and play them from that. So it is nice that you don't need like a phone or anything of that nature to use this speaker. Now this is splash proof and dust proof. It has a IP rating of 5.4, so maybe a light rain to a moderate rain will be fine, or someone, if you accidentally spill something on it, that'll be fine, but try to get it dried up as soon as possible, okay? Edifier does give you a 2-year warranty on this speaker, which is really kind of nice because a lot of the other speakers, especially the ones I reviewed, they either gave you a 90-day warranty or only 1 year. But with Edifier, you're going to get a 2-year warranty on this speaker, and that is really, really cool of them to do so. Now this does use Bluetooth 4.0. Some of you may be turned off on that, about that, and why aren't they using Bluetooth 5.0 like everybody else? Well, it's just a Bluetooth speaker, a personal speaker, as a matter of fact. And just to give you an example how good this little speaker is, I used a Nokia Lumia 520. Now that phone is very old. Had no problems hooking up or playing music through this speaker with an old phone like that. That's like, I think 5 years or older, and it hooked up just fine. When I used my Samsung Galaxy S7, same thing. Not a problem. Connected really fast, really easy. Never had any problems with the Bluetooth connection. Okay. You can get up to 20 hours of playtime through this. Now, in my testing, I got right around, I played my volume or turned my volume up somewhere around the 60% area. And I was able to get 16 hours of playtime. Yeah, maybe a few extra minutes, like 16 hours and 10 minutes extra. But that also depends upon how loud you're playing the music through. If you're going to crank up the volume all the way, that runtime is cut short because more volume means it has to use more energy. Therefore, your battery drains faster. So I would say if you're going to probably play your music around the 10% to maybe 20-25%, you'll get around that 20 hours of playtime. Now, the audio reproduction of this speaker is very good indeed. It's very well rounded. And to give you a good example, I'm just going to turn it on, and instead of your typical voice thing that comes on saying, you know, Bluetooth on or speaker on, or some kind of just a beep to let you know that it's on, Edifier put in some nice music. So that is pretty cool. I mean, it gives you a nice little ringtone there, if you will. And I must say that the audio reproduction through this is very nice and rich and well-rounded. Now, this really isn't going to be, this speaker isn't for bass heads. It doesn't have a big, deep, thumping, booming bass that's gonna, you know, like knock you on your butt. But the bass that this delivers is very rich. It does have a deep tonal quality about it. It's not dry at all, and it's not subdued. It's very, very defined and rich. The midtones do cut through the mix 100%. I mean, you can hear the vocals really nicely. You can hear the cymbals hitting. And the high end is very controlled. And what do I mean by that? Even turned up all the way, I didn't get any distortion. I didn't get any tin, you know, that tinny sound, you know. Sometimes when you turn some speakers up, it seems like the high end comes up in the mix and then the bass and mid-range go down, and it sounds very metallic, if you will. You know, like if you're talking into a can or something like that. No, this, in my opinion, the tuning of this speaker did not change whether I had it up, turned up all the way, or if I had it down almost down to nothing. That rounded tone that this has, which is very warm and full and controlled, stayed the same at no matter what volume I was listening to my music on. Now, I listen to a lot of different music, the blues, jazz, well, like really old jazz, not modern, heavy metal. I even listen to mariachi. Yeah, believe it or not, I like mariachi music. And being Polish, I like polka music. This little tiny speaker blew me away. By far, this is one of the best little personal speakers I have tested. Do I highly recommend this speaker? Yes, I do. Out of all the other smaller type speakers I've reviewed for you before, this one is the best sounding speaker I have ever tested. Yes, it does fall short, like I said, with 4.5 watts, but I don't think Edifier intended this speaker to be something that you would take to a party or into your work, you know, if you got a big workplace to really blast music out. I think they intended it to be a personal speaker where, like I said, you're either going to have it on your belt buckle, or not belt buckle, but like your belt loop, or somewhere on you so it's kind of close so you can listen to it as a personal audio device. So if you're looking for something that's not crazy loud, but good enough for you to, walking down the street, taking a hike, riding your bike, just sitting at your desk at work, and you don't want something that's going to be overpowering and people around you can hear, you're going to want this little speaker. It is fantastic. It'll blow you away. And yes, you can make and take phone calls with this. And I will give you an example of that coming right up. But so far, that's it for the review part of the video. And if you did like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget about the notification bell. Please share this video on all of your social media as well. It would really help me out if you do. And until the next video, you have a great day.
Okay, now this is the outside test of the Edifier Bluetooth speaker. Right now, the speaker is approximately 2.5 feet away from my mouth. I am outside and in my backyard, which hopefully maybe you can hear some of the cars going by right now. Maybe even some of the birds flying around. There's a slight breeze. But once again, this is the outside microphone test of the Edifier speaker. Hope this helps. Coming up next will be the inside test, where I'll be inside my room, no outside noise at all, and you're just going to hear it in a closed environment, something similar to, say, if you were at work and in your office. Be right back. Okay, now this is the indoor audio test of the microphone on the Edifier Bluetooth speaker. I am sitting in a closed room. No windows are open, no fans, no air conditioning. Just to kind of give you an idea of what it might be like, whether you're just maybe sitting at home in your living room, or maybe even at work at your desk, and you happen to take or make a phone call with this Bluetooth speaker. This is what it will most likely sound like for you. Coming up next, I'm going to play a little bit of music for you. The music will be from the YouTube library, just so I don't get any copyright strikes. But I'm going to place the speaker in front of the camera. I'm going to start out with the volume little low, and I'm going to turn it up all the way, just so you can kind of hear, or at least give you an example of what the Bluetooth speaker sounds like. All right, here we go with the music. Have a great day.